So welcome everyone on Live Health Talks with Thriving Communities. It's episode 7 today, and today we have got Seema Bhatia. She's a culinary artist and holistic wellness practitioner, originally from Nairobi, Kenya, with deep roots in the food industry. Her late mother established a cookery school, catering service, and authored the well-known cookbook, India, the Cuisine of Kings, leaving an inspiring legacy that Seema has carried forward. From a young age, Seema was immersed in the world of food and hospitality, and her own journey in the culinary arts has been enriched through her travels across Africa, India, and Southeast Asia. Grounded in ancestral wisdom and influenced by the time-honored traditions of Ayurveda as well as Asian and Mayan healing practices, Seema has curated wellness focused spice blends, immunity-enhancing yogic teas, and personalized well-being foods and beverages. Her work reflects a deep belief that what we consume, how we think, and the quality of our breath are intertwined, shaping our overall health and vitality. Seema is a certified breath, water, and sound instructor with Art of Living Foundation. Seema has facilitated wellness sessions both in person and online, offering tools for breathwork, meditation, and mindful living. Her sacred evenings, which combine yoga, chanting, and meditation, followed by an Ayurvedic meal, has been warmly embraced by participants. She also has the privilege of being a chef abroad, Genting Cruise Line, where she honored her mother's culinary heritage through the Emperor's Table. With over 2 decades of experience now, Seema has shared her approach to holistic well-being with corporate clients and individuals in Hong Kong, Singapore, and beyond. Now she's based in London, and she continues to blend her love for food, breathwork, and mindful living, always seeking to offer simple yet meaningful ways for others to cultivate balance and vitality in their lives. Thank you, Seema, for giving this session to us. We are really looking forward for your session. And over to you, Seema, now.
Thank you so much. I feel so humbled. Thank you so much for having me, and welcome everybody. I think Manmeet has given me a very beautiful and a very kind introduction. My name is Seema Bhatia, as you all know. I've been living in the UK since the pandemic. So in the middle of the pandemic, I lifted shop out of Hong Kong and moved to Oxford, where my daughter got admission in school, and that's where my journey actually deepened on the wellness sphere when it comes to Ayurveda. Okay, because I had the gift of time to be able to actually study further. So I studied Ayurvedic nutrition with Dr. Shikha Sharma in Delhi, and I went on to study Ayurvedic beauty with a very sacred lady from Kerala who is from a family of Veds. What is a Ved? A Ved is actually a doctor, a family of Ayurvedic practitioners. So literally what she has been handed down to her over the generations. Anyway, to cut a long story short, we don't have much time. Welcome everybody to today's holistic wellness for the mind, body, and spirit. We're going to talk a little bit, and I'm going to give you a very brief outline, of what is Ayurveda. Can I have a show of hands? How many of you have heard or practiced or had any Ayurvedic prescription or treatment in the past?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Me neither.
All right. So Ayurveda, what is Ayurveda? It is one of the world's oldest healing systems. It originated in India 5,000 years ago, and the word Ayurveda is derived from 2 words. Ayur meaning life, and Veda meaning knowledge or science. So in a nutshell, Ayurveda literally translates to the science of life. Okay. Now, What does Ayurveda say in essence? It basically emphasizes on the balance of our bodily systems, focusing on natural healthcare and preventative healthcare. It integrates our physical, mental, and emotional well-being as a whole. So everything we believe is interrelated. Is everyone with me right now?
Yeah.
Wonderful. And Ayurveda is known as the sister science to yoga. So really, Ayurveda and yoga, for me on a personal note, go hand in hand. And I'm sure many who follow Ayurveda will agree with this. Okay, we're going on to the next slide if you're sharing. The origins of Ayurveda. Okay, so we've just covered what Ayurveda is. That's the slide. We can go on to the next slide. Okay, we've covered that too. Yes. Okay, let's go into, Ayurveda is rooted in the ancient Vedic culture of India. When I speak of Vedic, let's just say the word Sanskrit. It has evolved through the centuries and has been imparted to people by word of mouth, verbally, and it also has been written in our texts. Classical ancient texts known as the Charaka Samahita and the Shushruta Samahita. Next slide, please. Okay, so speaking more about Ayurveda, it's an ancient system of healing. And it's related to other philosophies like yoga. It is widely practiced today in today's modern age, and it celebrates timeless wisdom. Now, is everyone with me so far?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Coming
Yes.
to the doshas. Now, many of you may have heard the words Vata, Pitta, Kapha. They're used very, very often in today's modern world, but many of us don't know what it is. So what does Ayurveda describe the human body as? It is governed by the three primary energies or doshas. These are the combinations of the 5 great elements: earth, air, water, fire, and space. So what do we say in Ayurveda? That everything in this universe, including ourselves, are a combination of these Pancha Mahabhutas: earth, air, water, fire, and space. And the manifestation of these elements within our beings are known as our metabolic types, and they manifest as the 3 metabolic types: Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Is everyone with me right now?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. These doshas or metabolic types shape our mental, our emotional, and our physical characteristics. So let's start with the first dosha, the Vata dosha, a combination of air and ether. What does this dosha govern? It governs our movement, our circulation, and our ability to communicate. If you find someone is very creative, a quick thinker, and extremely flexible, likely their Vata dosha is prominent. Now, when the Vata and air and ether elements get imbalanced within our bodies, we'll probably have anxiety, dryness of our skin and internal dryness, and digestive issues. The next metabolic type, Pitta, a combination of fire and water. If we can go back to the other slide, but that's okay, no big deal. Yeah, we can go fire and water. So yeah, Pitta. Pitta is fire and water. What does it do? It governs our metabolism. It governs our digestion. It governs transformation. Pitta individuals are very intelligent, very quick thinkers, very driven, and very passionate. So if you're a quick thinker, extremely intelligent, driven, and very passionate, likely your Pitta dosha is very strong. Now, when Pitta is in imbalance in our body, you'll find you're highly inflamed, very irritable, and you feel a lot of internal heat. Many a times, do you feel a lot of heat in your hands and feet? If you do, chances are your Pitta dosha is in imbalance. Now, if you're Kapha, like me, which is an earth and water element combination, this dosha governs our structure. We tend to be slightly bigger, but we're very stable. And we have a lot of lubrication in our body, which is a good thing. So our skin sometimes is quite moisturized naturally. You don't have to moisturize it a lot. The characteristics of the Kapha type person is they have great endurance. They tend to be calm and they have a lot of strength and stamina. But on the downside, an imbalance in Kapha leads to lethargy, easy weight gain, and lots of congestion. So you'll find people with high Kapha having lots of coughs, colds, and bronchial infections. Now, what does Ayurveda say? We say everything in this universe is interrelated, right? So as everything is interrelated, so are the seasons. So Ayurveda celebrates autumn, and this is what I'm going to concentrate on today, as the Vata dosha season. Okay, the season of air and ether. Now, what is autumn characterized by? Fluctuating weather conditions. It's cold, it's dry, it's rainy, it's windy. Now, Vata is composed, as I said earlier, of air and ether. These elements tend to become imbalanced within our system during this season. They can manifest as dryness, anxiety, and also irregular digestion. May I ask, are any of you experiencing these conditions right now? Excessive dryness on your skin, more anxiety, or
Yes.
irregular digestion? Yes,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
It's all because we're in sync with nature. We're in sync with everything that's happening around us. So how can we pacify Vata during autumn? This is the question. Can I have anybody share their ideas here? I'd be interested to know what your views are here. Making the session more interactive. Any ideas at all?
Eating more spicy foods, hot curries or something, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, favoring some spices, very good.
Moisturizing the skin.
Very good. Moisturizing your skin. Oh my God, you guys are brilliant.
Massaging with oil.
Absolutely essential in this season. Massaging with oil. I'll tell you which type.
Connecting with the earth a bit more.
Grounding practices. Powerful. Yes.
Mm.
Anything else? I'm writing these down because I'm so impressed. Well done. Well done. What
Meditating
else?
more.
Meditating more, yes, very important because it is the season of fluctuation. So as the seasons are fluctuating outside, we are also fluctuating inside, and we may have higher levels of anxiety. We may feel very stressed and we don't know why we're feeling it. You often wonder, why am I feeling this way? It's because we're in sync in nature. Let me tell you something. Ayurveda celebrates a concept called Ritu Charya. Okay. Ritu Charya literally translates to seasonal rhythms. So it's very important for us to align ourselves with the rhythms of nature, with the rhythms of the season, with the rhythms of what's happening around us. And a very powerful way of doing this is, and a very simple way of doing this, is to incorporate seasonal produce into your diet. So if it's summer, you incorporate summer produce. If it's winter, you incorporate winter produce. In spring, you will have all those spring greens. You will incorporate more of them into your diet. It's the time of rebirth and rejuvenation, the time when we shed our winter coat. You know, in winter we're having all the heavy, creamy, festive foods. So spring is a time to shed that winter coat. And then in autumn, we favor autumn produce. One example, pumpkins in abundance and very high in prana. Examples of grounding autumn foods. Some of you willing to share some that you might be incorporating in your diet right now?
Stew.
Stew, very good. Stew, yes, with root vegetables.
Mhm.
Yes, fruit vegetables.
Yes. Pumpkin, sweet potato, carrots. Sorry, I didn't get that.
I said carrots. You said
Yeah,
carrots.
carrots, absolutely. So as we celebrate autumn here in the UK, we're also celebrating autumn in India. Now, in India, they have this very wonderful drink that we make, and Manmeet would share this with me, would be aligned with me in this. It's known as kanji. It's
Yes.
a fermented drink with actually, we have purple carrots there, so we use purple carrots. But what we do in countries where we don't get purple carrots, we use orange carrots and beetroots, and we add mustard seeds into it.
Ooh.
Ground mustard seeds, and we ferment the drink. So it's very high in probiotics, right? And it's a very good drink to have in autumn, but in balance, especially if you're Vata dosha, because it has raw vegetables. Okay, I'm coming to that.
How do you spell that, please?
Kanji, Kanji. Am I right, Manmeet? Kanji?
Yes. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Is it
Okay.
Jan?
Kanji. So there are a lot of videos on YouTube which will show you how to make kanji.
Thank you very much.
And a certain amount of fermented food is important for our gut health.
Mhm.
You know, so everything I say here, I prescribe here everything in balance. There has to be equipoise in our eating patterns, you know, not overloading, because too much of everything is not good for you. If you go onto YouTube, there are several videos on how to make kanji. And it's so simple and so easy, and it's delicious. Okay. Going back to understanding the Vata season, it's cold, it's dry, it's windy, it's fluctuating. Okay. We as ourselves tend to get imbalanced during this season. We may be experiencing more dryness in our skin or feeling it internally. We may have irregular digestion. You know, we may be anxious or stressed and not actually comprehend why we're feeling that way. Everything's going perfectly in my life. I'm disciplined, but still I'm feeling very anxious. So balancing Vata during autumn. The first thing you need to do is just take up all your salads. No raw cold foods. You have to incorporate grounding, warming foods that promote stability and calmness. So how do you do this? Examples of grounding foods? Willing to share? Root vegetables. Yeah. So we're going to focus on warming, grounding practices that help us stay balanced and bring our bodies back into sync with nature. So the first thing is incorporate a lot of root vegetables, lots of sweet potato, carrots, also pumpkin is great. Soups and stews, as Anne mentioned, you know, and also incorporate whole grains like oats. Now, not quick cooking oats, please. Yeah, the steel cut oats are really good for you. Rice is great, quinoa is wonderful, but all warm. You have to concentrate on cooked foods with spices like ginger, cinnamon, cumin, and turmeric. These are ideal for the Vata season. Is everyone with me right now?
Yes, thank you.
It's very important to stay hydrated. Now, when I mean staying hydrated, I don't say you take a bottle of water and add cold water and drink it. No, warm water, warm herbal teas with ginger. You know, ginger is great for your digestive health. It'll promote your digestion, and as you're having the herbal tea, it will also enhance hydration. Vata thrives on routine and regularity and discipline. So you have to have a consistent routine, regular sleep times, regular meal times, regular wake up times. Discipline is very, very important. Huh? Are we all very disciplined here? I'm certainly not. And our lifestyle sometimes, extend us to be very busy in the evenings because many of us are working, we tend to sleep late, and then many of us have part-time jobs, we wake up late. So the thing is to really establish a routine, get to sleep by 10:30 and ideally wake up before sunrise. Okay. And the last thing, who said massages? Ah, yes, Manmeet. Using oils for nourishing, practicing Abhyanga. Abhyanga is a traditional Ayurvedic massage. You can self-Abhyanga at home. There are videos on YouTube that will show you how to do it with upward strokes. So you work always towards your heart center. So if you're working from your upper body, you go towards your heart. If you're working from your lower body, you go towards your heart. So you have to use warm oils, and the ideal oil for this season is sesame oil. No matter which dosha you are, Vata, Pitta or Kapha, sesame oil works for all doshas. But in autumn, primarily we celebrate sesame oil. Let's get on to the next slide, please. So we've talked about being hydrated. We've talked about oiling our body with sesame oil. Now the herbs and spices that are ideal for the Vata season. Now what I have here is my spice box. Every traditional Indian family will have their own version of a spice box. The primary spice that I like to incorporate during the Vata season is cardamom. Can everybody see that?
Thank you.
It's here, cardamom. Available in any Indian provision store, even in Sainsbury's, Tesco's, the big Tesco's, Sainsbury's, Waitrose's, you'll be able to buy cardamom. The next is cloves. I'll get this out of my box. Can everybody see that? Everybody? Yeah. So,
No,
pretty much think along the lines of pumpkin spice during this season. Nutmeg. Great spice for the Vata season. Now, I don't know if many of you know this. These are fenugreek seeds. Can everybody see these?
Unfortunately, I can't, but it doesn't matter because,
Okay,
No,
these are mustard colored
see that,
seeds.
but,
They're fenugreek seeds, and they're extremely healthy, very good for your blood sugars. Please do celebrate them extensively during the Vata season. Saffron. My saffron is tucked away in the fridge, but everybody knows what saffron is? Yes. And licorice root. We call this malati. Okay, you can buy this in the Indian shops here in the UK. It's very, very good for your respiratory health. Okay, so let's talk about cardamom. Cardamom, what does it do for us during the Vata season and overall every time of the year? It balances our digestion. It helps with bloating. It's perfect added to warm teas and our desserts. Cloves, they stimulate our circulation. They support our digestion. They're anti-inflammatory. Now, have you ever remembered grandma's remedy when you have they're also analgesic in some ways. When you have a toothache or swelling of the gums, what would your grandma tell you to do? Put some clove oil on it.
Clove oil.
Because they knew best. You know, they were already so synced with natures. Our grandmoms intuitively knew what was right and wrong for us. So cloves stimulate your circulation, support your digestion. Use them in your teas and your stews. Fenugreek is great for blood sugars and reducing inflammation. Ways to incorporate fenugreek into your diet is add it into your soups and curries. Next, licorice root, mullety. It supports our respiratory health and it soothes the dryness in the body. Add it into your teas. It's very calming. You know, nutmeg, once again. Okay, grandma's perfect remedy. When you can't sleep at night, what my grandmother would do is she would serve me up with a golden milk and lace it extensively with nutmeg because it's great for relaxation and promoting better sleep. Sprinkle it into your into your warm milk before bed. Add it into your soups and stews. It's fantastic. Saffron, beautiful for your skin. You know, a mood enhancer. A little bit of saffron in your nighttime chamomile tea is perfect for a good night's sleep. It uplifts your moods. It promotes digestion. It's great for your skin. Add it into your warm milk, into your teas, into your curries, biryanis, into your soups, into your paella. Saffron is fantastic. Now there's one more herb that I don't have a picture of right now. It's called shatavari. 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 This is a rejuvenating herb. It has very strong anti-aging properties. It just rejuvenates you from the inside out. It supports hydration. It's great for your skin and your immunity. And it's best consumed with warm milk. Now, if you're dairy intolerant, you can always use almond milk if you're not allergic to nuts, otherwise oat milk. Now, is everyone with me?
Yes.
Yes.
Now we spoke about Ayurveda being the sister science to yoga, right? And the mind, body, and our soul are all interconnected. So incorporating breath work in autumn is very, very important because it's a time of great anxiety. It's a time of stress. It's a time of restlessness. Okay, so adding breath work into your daily routine can help soothe your nervous system and balance the irregular energy of Vata. So are we all ready to do some breath work right now?
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you all to sit comfortably and easily. Palms placed on your thighs. Gently, lovingly close your eyes. We're going to start with the full belly breath. Let's take a deep breath in. Extend your belly out. Let it balloon up completely. And slowly breathe out. Pulling your belly in. Literally in completely. So much so that your belly is wanting to kiss your spine. Again, a deep breath in. And slowly breathe out through your nostrils. Your belly kisses your spine. Once again, breathe in. Extending that belly out, ballooning it up. And when you're ready, slowly breathe out, drawing in completely. Your belly wants to kiss your spine. And relax. Just feel the sensation in your body. If we can all very slowly and gently open our eyes. And if you can keep a close watch on me, take these 2 fingers, make sure your elbow is straight. We're going to do Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, alternate nostril breathing. This breathing technique balances our brain hemispheres, calms our minds, and reduces anxiety. And a general rule of thumb is to practice this for 5 to 10 minutes daily, morning and evening. So placing both fingers on your third eye, your right thumb closes your right nostril, your left nostril is open. Now your arm is not out here, it's down, okay? Your spine is erect, our body is relaxed and loose, our spines are erect, and let's breathe in through our left nostril. With our ring finger, we close our left nostril and we breathe out through our right. You can gently close your eyes now at this point. Breathe in through your right. And breathe out, close your right nostril, breathe out left. Breathe in left. Close. Breathe out right. Breathe in right. Close. Breathe out left. And continue for 3 more rounds. Once you complete your last round, you may very slowly and gradually, when you feel whole, centered and complete, you may open your eyes very slowly. How are you feeling?
Okay.
Can I have a thumbs up for those who enjoyed that? If you can just put it up in the chat on your screen, if possible.
Yes, thank you.
Show me a thumbs up. Yeah.
Thank you.
So this is something you can practice every day, especially when you're feeling anxious. It's something very beautiful, very simple, and very, very easy to do. We have 2 more breath works, but I don't know if we have enough time. but I'll just quickly cover one of them and I'll tell you about the other. We're going to do Shanmukhi Mudra here. So you're going to close your ears with your thumbs. You're going to take your pointy finger on your eyes, just at the corner of your eyes. Your middle finger just above the nostrils. Ring finger just above the mouth. And the pinky finger on the mouth, corners of the mouth. Now watch me. This is the bee's breath. It's great for insomnia and it's great for anxiety. So we're going to take a deep breath in through our nose. And as we exhale, we're going to make a sound. So as our ears are closed, it's like the bees are buzzing. We hear a bee sound. So let's take a deep breath in. And together as we exhale through our nostrils, let's hum. Wonderful. Let's do this one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, humming. Relax. Palms resting gently on your thighs. You may gently and gradually open your eyes. There is one more very precious breath that I'd like to share, and it's known as the ocean breath. This breath warms our body, it calms our mind, and reduces stress. Okay? To ground and feel complete, it's important you do this breath for at least 5 to 10 minutes. Now, if you can, it's centering your energy on your throat. Okay? So as you breathe in, now just keep your mouth slightly open and breathe in. Do you hear that? It sounds like the waves of the ocean. But we're going to do this centering our concentration on our throat chakra. We're going to breathe in through our nose and breathe out through our nose. So we could all close our eyes and practice this and really listen and focus on the sound. And the sound should sound like the waves of the ocean, the ebb and the flow of the ocean. Wonderful. You may gradually and slowly open your eyes. The Ujjayi Pranayama warms the body, calms the mind, and reduces stress. A very precious breathing technique, celebrated very beautifully by the Art of Living Foundation, one of the world's largest NGOs worldwide, voluntary based, I may add, spearheaded by His Holiness Sri Sri Ravi Shankar. And of course, we have Brahmari, the bee breath, which is the humming breath. What does that do for us? It reduces anxiety, calms our nervous system, and helps us manage Vata-related stress. The deep belly breathing, which you did first, slows our breath, it activates relaxation, and it also helps with soothing Vata. And the very essential daily breath, twice a day, Nadi Shodhan Pranayam, alternate nostril breathing, will calm your mind, balance your brain's hemispheres, and reduce anxiety. So moving forward to the next slide. Is everyone with me right now? Wonderful. As autumn ushers in, the colder weather's coming in, it's getting windier. Ayurveda emphasizes on warming, immune-boosting drinks. These will protect us against seasonal imbalances and also infections. Now, I've given a couple of recipes to man-made. I'll just go through these recipes very briefly. Golden milk, slow simmer on a low heat. Everything a slow simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes. Almond oat or cow milk, turmeric powder, black pepper, cinnamon, slow simmer, and then sweeten with honey or jaggery. It's optional. Ginger tulsi tea. Tulsi is holy basil. Ginger, tulsi, water, slow simmer, sweeten with jaggery, honey, or even maple if you're vegan. Ashwagandha, an adaptogenic herb, available in many Ayurvedic shops. Ashwagandha powder, warm milk, slow simmer, honey or maple syrup. But remember one thing, when you simmer and then when you want to add honey, wait about 3 minutes or 4 minutes before you add your honey, because when you add honey to very hot drinks, it can become carcinogenic over a period of time. Okay, cumin, turmeric, immunity boosting tea. Cumin seeds, turmeric, pinch of black pepper. Now, why black pepper? Okay, turmeric is an anti-inflammatory agent and it's very high in curcumin, right? Now, it gets absorbed into our system, but to enhance its bioavailability, you must add black pepper to it. Because I always say turmeric is the queen of spices and black pepper is her husband. King of spices. The Maharani and the Maharaja, they're the perfect combination. When our husband is there, turmeric gets really happy, you know, and the bioavailability of the turmeric goes up by 2000%. Okay? And we have carom seeds or ajwain tea, slow simmer ajwain, grated ginger, water. Bring it down to the right temperature, add honey, maple or jaggery. Okay, the recipes I have forwarded a sheet to Manmeet. Is everyone with me right now?
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. You guys are really good. Our next slide is what to eat and what not to eat in autumn. Understanding the right foods to eat is the key for autumn. It maintains balance and prevents Vata from being aggravated. It also enhances our immunity. Spoke of spices, cinnamon, ginger, cumin, turmeric. Healthy fats, ghee, very important. Olive oil, sesame oil, not coconut. Okay, just stick with these during the autumn season. Root vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, beets, all the root vegetables you can find, whole grains, oats, basmati rice is very good. Brown basmati rice is also good. Quinoa is great. Warm drinks, ginger tea, spice milks, herbal infusions. Foods to avoid, cold foods. What do we take for lunch in the UK because it's easy? A salad and a sandwich. No, no, no. What do you have for breakfast, regardless of what season it is? A smoothie, raw vegetables. Then you wonder, oh, my tummy hurts, I've got flatulence, I'm not comfortable, I've got a tummy ache. Because you're not having the right foods for the right season. What do we have with our sandwich? We go out and get a meal deal and we'll get a packet of chips, crackers, you know. And no, please stop. And then you wonder why you're not well, please. Bitter, astringent taste. Your salad, oh, I'm having kale, I'm so healthy. Yes, but it's raw. oh, I'm having some raw cauliflower with a dip, I'm so healthy. No, it's the Vata season. You have to lightly saute your vegetables in ghee and spices. Excessive spicy or fried foods. Oh, it's getting cold. I feel like having that really spicy hot curry. Have your curry, but make sure it's not super spiced. Some of my friends, they want to have the curry that's so hot they're literally sweating. Even I can't eat such spicy food, but they want to have it spicier. When I cook for them, they say, Seema, make it really spicy. And I'm like, gosh, are you feeling okay? This will only increase eternal heat and promote dryness in the body. Please stop. It's not good for your health. Okay? So, coming to our conclusion, which is our last slide, what does Ayurveda teach us? It teaches us to align ourselves with the rhythms of nature, to care for our body, to be in harmony with our environment, and to have a very balanced mind-body-soul connection. We have to understand our metabolic types, our doshas. There are 6 stages of Ayurveda, which I haven't gotten into today. I'll get into it another day because it gets complicated. We have to adjust our lifestyle according to the seasons to support our health and overall well-being. So the key is, in autumn, favor warm, nourishing foods. Have calming routines, a discipline, have a great oil massage. Now, a really good practice to follow, which I haven't mentioned, which many of you would be aware of, is a morning practice. It's called dry brushing. How many of you know what dry brushing is?
No.
So
Not really.
basically, before your morning shower, you take a brush, a wooden brush, and you very gently brush with strokes going again towards your heart. Okay? From below towards your heart center, even from your back towards your heart, your legs. Okay? You dry brush your body, you have your shower, you dry brush your body, you do your Abhyanga massage, so your body is more receptive to the oil, and your lymphatic system is being stimulated and drained, and then you have your shower. Okay, it's very important. Trust you me, this may be on the beauty side, but it's also part of our dinacharya morning routine in Ayurveda. It makes your body more receptive to absorb the oil, which enhances lubrication during the dry season, and it's also preparing you for the winter month. So if you start doing this now, you'll be better off in winter. You may even have less aches and pains in your body because your joints are more lubricated, okay? This is one. Another thing you can do is oil pull in the morning before you brush your teeth. Start with sesame oil, a tablespoon or 2, and just swish it around your mouth. This is going to work on your intraoral muscles. It's going to prevent anti-aging. It's going to pull the toxins out of your system. You start with a minute, you build it to 5 minutes because you're literally whipping the oil in your mouth. It's going to get thicker and thicker. It's quite icky and yucky. Yeah. And you spit it out and then you brush your teeth. But it works. Okay. This is one of the things. So we follow these routines. We align ourselves with the rhythms of nature. We favor seasonal produce. We incorporate the right eating habits. We incorporate the right spices, and we adjust our lifestyle according to the seasons. This will support our overall health and well-being. We indulge in breath work. We have warm, nourishing foods, and we prepare our body for the colder months. And this is my presentation for today. You're all such wonderful listeners. I think Esther has her hand up. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. No cool saddles, and please no cool saddles at all.
Can you mentioned about oil rushing in the mouth. Is it just the sesame oil, or you can use coconut oil? And does the oil need to be little warm before you do?
A Tridoshi, I really feel the best oil for swishing is sesame oil because it's Tridoshik. Okay, in summer you can use coconut because it's cooling, because our pitta goes higher. Yeah, a lot of people only emphasize on coconut oil. It's great, but for the summer months.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is
And
it good to warm the oil a bit before you do that oil swishing? Yeah.
it's not necessary. Yeah,
Okay.
but if you wish to,
Yeah.
you can do so very lightly and whip it in your mouth. And it's really great for your interoral muscles. It's great for anti-aging. I want to share something. A lot of you have heard about this buccal massage, the interoral, where they put their fingers in your mouth and they do an internal massage to lift your cheeks up. It's the new anti-aging waves as opposed to Botox and everything. Oil pulling can do that for you because you're exercising your interoral muscles, so your nasolabial folds will become a lot less and you'll have a more lifted effect. And at the same time, you're getting the double effect of throwing the toxins out of the body. So why not do that? So if you have any other questions you'd like to ask or anything, I'm happy to answer. And if you really want to explore Ayurveda on a deeper level, I'm just an Ayurvedic nutritionist. We have a questionnaire to determine your dosha, what type you are. But the most accurate way is to go to an Ayurvedic doctor and have something called Nadi Pariksha, which is a pulse test. They're very trained doctors who can tell you just by listening to your pulse what dosha you are. And in addition to breath work, there's one more thing, meditation. Manmeet, it's very powerful and it shifts your life. And also laughing, be happy, laughter. And I can see, I have a friend of mine actually here watching, Shalini. She's a laughter yoga teacher. And she shared with us how beautifully it's transformed our life. And maybe Manmeet, we can have her over one session to give us a session on the benefits of laughter yoga.
Definitely. We do a laughter yoga in our mind and body wellness program as well. We run 5 weekly program. We do the breath work, meditation, laughter yoga. But yes, it would be good to have some session from Shalini at some point. That would
Shalini
be
is
great.
very good, and she's also does all these superfood bites, and she does a lactation granola from new mummies. She does all these fantastic nuts and seeds and superfoods and menopause foods and everything. So she's brilliant. Anyway,
Can I think Vimla ji, you raised your hand. Have you got any question? Yeah.
Taking your question forward about this sesame oil, what else we have to add with sesame oil?
nothing. Just 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. Yeah.
Okay. And leave
If
it
you're
for
very
5
sensitive to cold, if your teeth are very sensitive to cold, the oil will warm up in your mouth as you're whipping it anyway. But if you feel you can lightly warm it up, but not too much. Very lukewarm, room temperature.
And oil squishing does reduce tooth caries as well.
It does. It does.
Antibacterial.
Yeah. And another thing I'm sorry, it slipped my mind, is tongue scraping in the morning. It actually stimulates your digestion. It works on those points. Sorry?
Sorry, I didn't get. What did you say?
Tongue scraping. Tongue scraping. It's part. Maybe we can have a full dinacharya routine, morning routine, which I can show all of you. The oil swishing. Then there's so much. Ayurveda is so vast. It's so beautiful, but it's so accessible for today's modern yogi or today's modern lifestyle. There's breath work, there's meditation, there's oil swishing, there's tongue scraping, there's body brushing, there's abhyanga massages, there's hair oiling, there's nasal oiling, and there's jalniti, which is cleaning your channels, your nasal channels with warm saline water. There is so much that there's so many prescriptions. Yeah.
And also Seema does wonderful cooking sessions as well, cooking demonstrations. And
thank you.
At some point, we should have that cooking demonstration or cooking session with you.
Please.
That would be good.
In fact, maybe Shalini and I can join up and do that because she's also very, very well versed on the health and wellness sphere, and she's an excellent cook. I've had the
So you need to
try some
For
of
the
the things.
cooking session, you need to tell us the ingredients, what we need to,
We can do a cook along. I'd like to invite you all on that note on the 3rd week of November. I'm doing a cooking session for Project Pavitra, which is a menstrual health project. Yeah, run by the International Association for Human Values and the Art of Living, where we raise funds, you know, through fun activities where people can gain from, learn to cook, or do something interactive and get ladies together. It'll be online, and we're doing a Christmassy session to raise funds for Project Pavitra, which is a menstrual health project that uplifts the lives of girls, not only in rural India, but I am very passionate about my country of birth, Africa, and the conditions in the rural area, the areas for the young girls who are menstruating there is not a good scene.
So what's the date? When is that
It's
session happening?
the 3rd week of November, the Saturday. I don't know the date.
All right. So if
Still
you
work-
share the details, then we'll share.
I
it.
will. I'll
Yeah.
share all the details. These girls don't have enough money to even buy a pad. They use glass, they use sand, they're reusing their pads, they get infections, you know, and come on, we're in 2024. It's
Yeah.
heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking. So we're doing a lot of work with these girls. So please
sad,
come
though.
on board. Yes, 23rd. Let's have fun. It'll be a late morning session or an early afternoon session. Let's make it interactive.
That
And
sounds good.
and you know, we invite everybody to come on board and share their views, how we can change the lives of these children. Younger. I'm a mother of 2 daughters.
Seema, there is one question for you. Do you run any private consultations?
I do. So I work in 3 ways. I will share that with you. The first thing I want to advise you is I'm an Ayurvedic nutritionist, not an Ayurvedic doctor. Yeah. So to determine your dosha, I will give you a questionnaire, which will probably be 75 to 80% correct. But I always advise you to go to a doctor to know your dosha and to know what medicines to take, you know, or herbal supplements. What I can do is I can give a lifestyle prescription, which means as per your dosha, what you should do throughout your life. Okay. I can give you a lifestyle prescription on the do's and don'ts of eating, what you should and shouldn't eat. I can tailor make a diet for you, with what you can and cannot eat. And the next way, which is an add-on, I can tailor make the diet with the recipes for you.
Yeah. And if someone needs that private consultation, they just email you?
They email me, yes. You have my email address.
We'll share your email. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed meeting all you lovely ladies.
Oh, do you know what? It's been brilliant. It's been brilliant. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anne. Bless
Yes,
you.
thank
And
you.
thank you,
Thank you,
Manil,
Seema.
for having me. And thank you all, and better health and better wellness to all, and breathe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right.
Seema. And it's a wonderful session. And
Bless.
hopefully we'll see you again soon. Yeah.
Thank you. Bless you
Thank you.
all. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.